What's up, guys? How you going? It's Jake. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. How's your week been? How was your weekend? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. On this mental health journey, we spend a lot of time uh, going through a lot of negative emotions. We spend a lot of time reflecting on the things that we do and the people that we were. We spend a lot of time, living in a very negative space. And in my experience, one of the biggest things that contributes to that is, it's the old adage that we are our own worst critic. Really, we are very hard on ourselves. We are very, unforgiving. We really are. Somebody else might look at us and go, you're probably not as bad as you think. But I feel like, we are definitely harder on ourselves than we really need to be. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about, forgiving yourself, being kind to yourself. Stop punishing yourself for the mistakes that you've made. And I want to go into that a little bit, So when I talk about, punishing yourself, I look around and I see a lot of people, they go, oh, I made this mistake, so I'm a bad person and I don't deserve, the everyday things that we as people, we need, or that we all deserve, regardless of if you're a good or bad person. It really is. I feel like that's kind of more just like a mindset, really. Because even though you might think that you're a bad person, I guarantee you that there is somebody else out there that says, yeah, he's the best bloke I know, or oh, she's just such a wonderful person. I really enjoy her company. And so I think that it's important to not be so hard on yourself and definitely forgive yourself for the mistakes you made. As you guys all know, I've been going through this mental health journey myself, and I've been very hard on myself. I took a lot of things on that I probably shouldn't have. I really believe that I took on more than I probably should have, because at the end of the day, mistakes were made, yes, but there's always two parties involved. It's almost never just one person. And I think because of the type of person that I am, I was very hard on myself. I would punish myself for days, and I'm like, you did this, so you don't deserve to have a social life. You don't deserve to have love. You don't deserve to have affection. And the reality of the situation is, as you make mistakes, you make a decision. You can either throw those mistakes back onto other people, or you can own those mistakes. And owning your mistakes, at least for me personally, I really believe that is the key to moving forward as a person. It is the key to personal self-growth. It is the key to kind of figuring out the kind of person that you are as well. And I firmly believe that how you go about correcting those mistakes is, what defines, you as a person. Like I said before, a lot of people, they'll make a mistake and they will brush it off, or they will go out of their way to be like, it was somebody else's fault, and I only did this because this happened, and rah 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 rah. And the reality of the situation is, you chose to make that mistake. That is the choice that you made. So only you can fix it. And if you choose to be the person that just rubs it off on everybody else, look, that is your choice. If that's the kind of person that you want to be, that is perfectly fine. That is the decision that you made. and there's going to be no judgment here. And then obviously there is the other side of that scale where you own that mistake and you go about trying to repair the damage as best you can. And both sides of the coin, there are always going to be consequences for both sides of the coin. Be it you made a mistake and you lost somebody's trust, and you spend a lot of time earning that back, or you make a mistake and that person's angry with you, but you go and apologize, and then you talk it out and you find the source problem, and then you work on it together. There is always, everything always comes back to communication, guys. That's what I really want to drive home for you guys, is communication is key. And that comes back to punishing yourself. Really, you need to really sit down. You need to talk with your friends. You need to talk with a professional. You need to talk with somebody that you trust, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. And get a third-party observation, because in our heads, we make ourselves out to be the biggest monsters known to man. And the reality of the situation is we are really our own worst critics. It is hard, because that little demon that gets in your head, they are so nasty. They are so cold. They use everything that they know about you to get to your get to your sensitive spots, basically. And I think the way that we need to counter that little devil is, first of all, acknowledging it, that it's there. Going, all right, I hear what you're saying, but I don't believe, or I don't accept what you are saying, because I know in my heart that I am a good person deep down, and I'm going to get through this. And it all comes back to what I've said in previous videos about acknowledging the emotion, accepting it, and then managing it. And I am not by any means the greatest example of that, but I do my best every day to be the best possible version of myself that I can be. But I also understand that I'm not going to be able to be that person every day. And yes, I'm going to make mistakes and people are going to get hurt. But at the end of the day, I will always own those mistakes. I will always apologize to those people. And whether or not they choose to accept that apology, or if they choose to speak to me at all, that puts the ball in their court. But I know within myself that I have done everything that I possibly can to repair that damage and be the best possible version of I am. And that's what punishing yourself prohibits, is you are constantly holding yourself back because you want to go and make amends. You want to go and repair the bridges, but you can't do that because somewhere deep inside you, you are telling yourself that you don't deserve forgiveness, that you don't deserve to fix what you lost. You don't deserve to, you don't deserve to be happy. And at the end of the day, we all deserve to be happy. So make sure that you lean on your friends, get advice, have them hear you out. Seek professional help, guys. I cannot stress enough the amount of resources that are out there for people suffering with mental health, for people that are deliberately bringing themselves down. Go out, get help. The first step is always the hardest, guys, but I promise once you take that step, that you are going to find yourself on a road to becoming a version of yourself that you didn't know that you were capable of being. And that's fantastic. That is beautiful. And I really urge anybody who has tried speaking with friends, who has tried speaking with family, to go beyond and seek professional help. Find a counselor, find a psychiatrist, find a therapist. Because not only are these people going to hear you out without any judgment, they are going to give you support. They are going to give you strategies for managing your emotions and your mental well-being. They are going to give you the tools that you need to lift yourself up. So guys, please be kinder to yourselves. Please don't punish yourselves, because nobody, at the end of the day, nobody deserves to feel awful all the time. Okay? Be kind, care about yourself, love yourself, for Christ's sake. We are only on this planet for a very short time, guys. Be kinder to yourself. Enjoy every single day, because one day you're going to wake up and you ain't going to see nothing, because you're going to be laying in a coffin in the ground, and you're going to look back on your life and you're going to go, I spent so long being miserable that I forgot to live. And that's the thing. You cannot allow yourself to just exist. You need to live, guys. So please be kinder to yourselves. Don't punish yourselves. Accept your mistakes. Grow from them. Own them. Be the best possible version that you can be. All right, guys, that's all from me. Leave your stories down below. I would love to hear, what's happened with you. When has there been a time when you've just made a mistake and you've just let it eat at you and eat at you and eat at you? I would love to hear your stories. I would love to offer you some advice. That's all from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, I hope you liked that video. For more cool content, make sure to go and check out my channel. Hit like and subscribe down below. Leave some comments if you feel like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Be nice and work hard.